Hey y'all, what's going on? How are you guys doing? It is Wednesday. Okay, make sure you say hi to me. I know I'm new for you, but I was like here going through it. I was like, I didn't want to put earrings on. I was like in the mood. I said, okay, so I'm gonna just take my earrings out, and this is how we rocking tonight. So make sure you say hey to me. Hey, Bonita girl, how you doing? I'm trying to figure it out. How are we doing the comments tonight? Are we gonna put the comments on the screen, or are we gonna keep them in the big way? Benita, you let me know. What we doing? What we doing? Hey, Facebook. Hey, YouTube. Hey, TikTok. How are you guys doing? And I said, I always say it's not going to be before you long. And I always feel like that's a lie, but I'm not going to be before you long. Okay. How you guys doing out there? All right, let me get this together. Do my little sherry thing. You said you good. That's good. I'm trying to figure it out. Do I want the comments to come up like that, or do I want the comments on the side? What should we do tonight, Peter? Are we going to put the comments on the side? Or are we gonna have them- it's just a few things that I want to get into tonight. Is a few things I want to get into. Y'all know we got to come here and talk about some things that makes sense, but I also feel like I want to get into some foolishness today, just because I have an opinion, and opinions are like booty holes, and we all have one. Okay. Don't judge me, be also, everybody who is inside of the Instagram, um, what did she do? Child, pause. Wait a minute. She freaking got my thing all wet. So this is the other thing. Can I vent to y'all real quick? Hey, Andre, baby, are we going to put the comments, Andre? Because I know you'll answer me. Are we going to put the comments like this, or are we going to put them in the little box on the screen? You tell me. What we doing? How we rock? And I hate, don't you hate when you can see somebody bra straps? It's all tacky. I think that is so tacky. But tonight my shirt wants me to be tacky, so I'm saying. All right. So anyway, so y'all, my dang on kid had people be taking my studio equipment out of here and then they be everywhere. Well, yeah. So, today has been a day. This week has been a week, should I say? Oh my God. You want to leave them like this? Okay. So you like them like this. See, you like them like that. And I like them like, you know. Maybe we could just do both. Or was that doing too much? You know I'm extra. When you guys get in here, make sure you share the show. And if you are watching it from YouTube, please at the top of your screen, give me the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. Okay. Follow me on all platforms. So I am going to put the album cover that I chose. I'm going to answer that in the YouTube, I'm sorry, in the Instagram broadcast channel, and I'm not gonna lie, because everybody who voted, I'm gonna go look again because I saw like some more people had voted. I am shocked at y'all with y'all answers. I must say, I really wanted to give an answer, but I felt like if I would have responded and gave an answer, then somebody would have been like, "Oh, okay, we know the answer." And I don't be trying to give you all the answers. I was so shocked, okay, to see that. Well, I guess since I said I was gonna give the answer, maybe I should give the answer to them. We'll but, yeah, I was so shocked, but yes, thank you guys. That is I have chosen the album cover for the book. I love it. It's still some things we kinda push, even though I showed it, definitely was being altered anyway, it's just what it is. That was the rough draft of it. So I'm super, super excited about that, but let me know how you guys doing. Also, if you were a part of the challenge last week that we had going on, I need to know, did we pass this week? This weekend was the weekend where some of us set goals to not allow people to be under 10, not to let people take advantage of us, and just do different things like that. Also, there is a newly released review over there on TikTok and Instagram. I haven't put it on TikTok yet, so TikTok, don't listen. I'm lying. Um, appreciate you guys for all of that, and, I think we all did well. I feel like all 3 of us, or whoever else joined, we passed the test. So, I'm gonna reveal that book cover tonight, which one I chose, and actually, you should join it. What? 1, 2, 3. What did I do? 1, 2, 3. I believe the answer is 3 that I chose. I'm trying to do off of my memory. But of course, I'm in the process of doing some other things to it, and I'm just super, super excited. I'm just super excited about it. That project is on the way. That project is on the way. All right, now moving along. So let's get into the foolishness. We go ahead and we get up here with a message because this was placed on my heart this morning. Okay, so I'll get to that in a little bit. Give me a heart, a thumbs up. Let me know you here. Say here in the chat. Say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So what's going on around in the world today? Let's get into what's going on around in the world today. So this is what second or third day or whatever it is of being back to school. I don't know. I don't have any children. Shout out to you guys who have children that are in school. My kitty is not in school. And oh my gosh, I saw a fight broke out already in the school bus with the bus driver, a parent, and the student. Way out of line. It's crazy. Yikes. I haven't really seen a lot of kids on my timeline. Glory be to God. Not no shade. Not saying that I don't want to see your kids or anything like that. I'm just saying I, don't want really want to see no kids. You know what I'm saying? No, not like that. It's not like that. But usually it's just flooded. Like I can't even get anything or do the thing. Just a bunch of kids. Either people aren't really posting their kids like that, or there's just nobody posting kids on my timeline. But the ones that I did see on Instagram, they look so cute and stuff like that. I do see where a lot of people, some kids that I've saw like look like adults going to the club, okay, but they really going to like 8th grade, 10th grade. Uh, Seniors kind of get a pass. Kindergarten, I don't know, child. I seen a kindergarten put a little finger and all of that. It's crazy here. So, hey, Sonera girl, how are you? And things like that. So it seems like so far so good. I've only seen one fight break out so far, like 2 things, and that's with the bus shooters. So I don't know, I definitely see kids are going back to school with the bundles, the makeup, the mini skirts, the crop tops, the heels, the pumps. I'm like, "My God, where are they going?" But, you know, to each his own. So that's that. So now here we are right here. Let's get into the gossip real quick. So Cardi B is in court. Are you guys aware of that? So Cardi B is in court. DJ Akademiks is Megan Thee Stallion and them up in the deposition. I mean, oh my God. It's been going down. It's been going down in the court system. Yes, it has, okay? Are you guys keeping up with that? Do you know anything about it? If not, I'm gonna walk you through it real quick because I find it interesting and I like it. And I don't have drama. This is the drama that I have. Okay. Um, and I'm gonna even try to pull some things up over here too. But y'all, um, oh yes, over a scratch. Yep, over a scratch. Let me give you guys the comments both ways. Because Andre said he wanted them both ways. And you still have time if you guys are interested into making an order. I'll be doing orders this weekend as well. And if you want to make it yourself, you can always purchase the ebook. Just let me know. So, all right. So, who we going to start with first? Who y'all want to start with first, real quick? Are we going to get into the Cardi B stuff, or are we going to get into the DJ Academic? I kind of feel like I'll let y'all vote. Let me know. Let me know. And if it's too hard for you guys to decide, I am going to go ahead. I am going to, make the decision. Let me know. I need to see it. What we going to do? We're going to get into number one or number two. We're going to get into Cardi B or academics with the Megan Thee Stallion. Okay. All right. First thing I saw that popped up said Cardi. Boom. Got it. See, we're on the same frequency. Thank you for your participation. So Cardi B is in court. Okay, and y'all know we come here tonight. We are going to be the jury. Okay, we're going to be the jury, and we're going to vote like we usually do. We're going to find out. So Cardi B is in court for an assault that took place back in 2018, where allegedly a security guard is claiming that Cardi B assaulted her, and I believe her security guard held her down. She spit on Miss Ellis and her nails were so long, she put a scar on, the young lady's head, and she ended up having to get cosmetic surgery done twice for her scars, allegedly, right? But this is all documented in the court. right? They're on trial. Cardi B was on trial today, and she's on trial. And I don't care what nobody say. I told y'all not too long ago that girl is pregnant again because yesterday they showed her walking to the stand, and you could damn sure tell she was pregnant with that outfit because it's hot outside, right? And they're in Los Angeles, and she looked like she had like wool or something. And today, when it was time for her to walk onto the stand, um, to and from the stand, both times they turned the camera on. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, yeah," because the last couple of days, they didn't do that, and she probably was like, "Nope, she don't nobody know she pregnant," and you could see the little bulgy bulge in her stomach. So, moving on. So Cardi is saying that she didn't hit the girl. The girl is saying that Cardi did hit her. And she had the surgery, and she has the proof. She didn't take any photos because at the time she wasn't planning on seeing the party and things like that. So I was listening to that's why I was a little behind too, because I'm like, I was like in a chokehold with it because of the simple fact that I also saw other people um I, reviewing it. And have you guys seen it? Let me know. Put in a comment. And it's just like the comments. Like I'm always baffled by comments, and I must say I appreciate you 'cause we are still growing. But when I read our comment thread, I love the fact, like, you can tell you can see the age difference, the thought process, and you can see, like, the mature folk in the comment, okay? Because people in the comments and I understand if you are not, or have not ever been in court or familiar with how court go and testimony and stuff like that. As someone who's been, defended a time of 5, okay? I've been a plaintiff too, though, don't get it twisted. They they paint you out to be like this monster and things like that. That's what they're gonna do, okay? So, they were asking her questions. I saw people asking, "Well, why are they asking these questions? They're asking this, it doesn't make any sense." But the point of the matter is that they are painting a story. They're trying to paint a picture in the story so that you can never understand going on. So they wanted to know why she was at that building. So she was at the building because at the time she was pregnant with Culture. And when she was pregnant with Culture, she said she was feeling really, really sick. She didn't want anybody she was pregnant. She said she was like 12, like 13, 14 weeks. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought that I don't have any issues with Cardi. You know, Cardi, this is all for conversation purpose, right? I've never watched her like that to see that. I understand sometimes that she does have a language barrier, so they say, and she speaks like broken English, or she doesn't know how to formulate a sentence properly, which to me sometimes is confusing because I don't believe she was born in her country. She was born here, So I don't know why her English is like it is unless maybe they only speak Spanish in her house. But it wasn't until today with her being on the stand the last couple of days where I was like, "Oh, he really does not know how to talk." If you get what I'm saying, like, no judgment, no shade. It was just like, "Oh," I thought that it was a part we have so many internet personalities and these personas, and I thought that that, like, when I first started I will always like I purposely mispronounce words and I change them and I say things, you know. I do it out of fun, but then at a point I had to stop because some people, really thought that I was slow. Like it was something wrong with me. And I'm like, oh no, I got a lot of good goddamn and I still do it sometimes. I make up words all the time. He said yes. So she's on the stand. Now while she's on the stand, she does make them laugh a few times. But for me, I'm looking at it and I'm like, "Okay, I understand for 1 or 2 days when you make the, prosecution and the jury laugh and stuff, that don't always mean they on your side." You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, I'm well aware of how that works. But I get in the background of that day. Now here we are. Um, Cardi is saying she never touched this young lady, right? She said she never touched this young lady. The lady is lying. She's a money grab. She's suing Cardi B for $24 million. Um And Cardi is like, "She's lying. I never touched her. I never hit her. We did exchange words." At first when Cardi got on the stand, she was trying to make it seem like that they had this back and forth. Cardi was trying to say, like, she only said, like, a cuss word or 2, but then now here today, she's, like, let it fly with everything she said. He did F that, da, da, da. So the girl said the plaintiff said that, um, Cardi, body shamed her, teased her about where she worked at, cursed her out, called her all kind of beast. So she thought that the girl was recording her. She was there for a visit. She said she got out the elevator. The girl was on the phone like this, and then she went down on the phone like this. She said when she got in the elevator, she heard the girl say, "Oh my God, that's Cardi B." And so she said she started following her, and she's saying that she had whatever. And Cardi was like, "Why you recording me? Why you recording me? X, Y, and Z, this, and the third." So the young lady is saying she was never recording um, Cardi B. There has never been any footage posted. No videos from the building has ever surfaced with this incident. She said that she wasn't recording Cardi. Cardi was recording her because of how she had the phone positioned. So, they started arguing, they got into it. She said she's about to leave and get back on the elevator. She said, but Cardi said something that was really, like, going off. She said she wanted to just clear it up with her that, "Hey, I wasn't recording you, it's not that," but Cardi wasn't hearing it, and they went off and all this. Somehow, hands got exchanged, words got exchanged, and she said that Cardi also spit on her. So she said Cardi spit on her, the security guard held her down while somebody held her while Cardi attacked her, and thank you, girl, and this is what happened. Alright, so now that we have this, unfortunately, the one doctor that she went to after this incident happened, he's deceased. He passed away in 2022. So the receptionist that was, at the doctor's office today and on that day and the doctor gets on the stand, right? So, let me let me Imma show y'all. Y'all keeping up? And the doctor gets on the stand, right? And the receptionist as well, who was there, who worked in the doctor's office. Now she's there, she get on the stand, she's saying that when she came out, she had to get in the middle she had to get in between them. So she's saying that when she came out, they were in each other's faces, she got in between them and was basically, took Cardi to, the doctor's office and had told the other young lady let me see if I can save this. I had told the yeah, Imma save this. Had told the other young so I can show y'all. Had told the other young lady, "You're at work. Why are you acting like that? You shouldn't be doing this. You're at work." Which I kinda don't like all the time because, sometimes, people might catch you slipping, but it's like, "Okay, I'm at work too, so yeah, but you don't know what went on prior to you got here." So, she's saying that she had got hit in her head, her back was towards Cardi, and she was facing the security guard, and while she was facing the security guard, she got struck, a little gash from her head as well. Now, this is the receptionist, at the doctor's office. I'm trying to pull up these pictures. Okay, so y'all can see what I'm talking about, okay? Because we gonna get to the bottom of this. And so Carly is saying that it just did never happen, the girl is lying and all of that stuff. Now y'all know how we feel here about history, correct? I feel like when it comes to court cases, sometimes we have to get people's history. That should be a determining factor. We need to look at all of that type of stuff. Now, like I said, when she got on the stand, she did get on the stand, um, and like the girl really cannot talk. Like she really don't know how to explain herself. She doesn't know what a lot of things mean. And I get it. It's no shades are, some of those court words. I don't know what they mean. Hell, I don't even know what some of the regular words mean sometimes. But, he asked her, did she know what an altercation was? Did she know what discovery was? She was saying, yes, she knew what discovery was. So he was like, oh, you do? So then he started asking her, stuff about the discovery. And she was like, oh, I don't know. So then you don't know about it. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put up the pictures here so y'all can know what I'm talking about. Y'all there with me? You there with me? You keeping up? You keeping up? And give me a heart and a thumbs up, you guys. And you also could send stars if you would like to show your support as well. So she saying she didn't hit her and all this other stuff. Okay, Andre said yes. All right. I'm about to pull up these pictures for you. So we can have a face to the case. And we're talking about here, okay? Um, let's go to images. Cardi B one. Okay, so this was her. How much we gonna put this lady? And how are we gonna put this on the screen today? Let's see. Boop. There we go. We put me in the corner. All right. Oh, y'all didn't even tell me I didn't had a banner going. Y'all don't love me like y'all used to. I'm gonna do that. And just for the purposes of this show, I am going to not get on my nerves. I'm going to remove this. Okay. So this is the outfit that she had on when she went to court the other day. Now I just feel like it's just too hot. It's too much going on for this outfit to be like this. And then when you see her from the side, it was like a little bulgy. I think she's pregnant. Okay, so here we are. This is what she's doing there and all of this stuff, right? So um the receptionist gets on the stand, and then when the receptionist gets on the stand, the receptionist is giving her point of view of everything, correct? So here's the thing. The young lady lost her job, and she was a security guard, and I didn't know that over there she was only making $13.50. I was like, "Oh my goodness," and this was in 2018. So I was like, "Damn." And, so she ended up getting fired and losing her job, all that because of this incident as well. So, um, she called to try to speak to the receptionist, in regards to her losing her job and just wanting, to talk to her about what happened and things of this nature, right? So this is why I feel like the receptionist is lying, right? And we all know that people naturally get celebrity struck, right? Is that fair to say that people get starstruck? Is that fair to say? I think that that's fair to say that people get starstruck. Um, she didn't want. This is the thing. She didn't want to talk to the young lady when the young lady called her office, wanted to speak, wanting to clarify and wanted her to be a witness. She declined and she said that she didn't want anything to do with it because that was her job and then she didn't want to get in the middle of it. This is what she said, right? This is what the witness is saying. She said, "Hey, hey, just hopping on. Hey, how are you?" So she said she didn't want to um, be involved, right? And now here we are today. You're involved. Apparently, Cardi's legal team had served her with some papers on the 22nd. With a disposition, having her sign a waiver form, asking her, to be a witness, saying that what she saw that day on behalf of Cardi, she signs it, right? So this is the thing why I'm just like, yeah, this case is a little tricky for me. She signs it. So Cardi's lawyer is like, you know, you um so this is from the other day. The blonde is from yesterday. The one in the middle is like a little bit first day, and then the black hair is today. So she's like, yeah, so the victim's lawyer is like, but you didn't want to be a witness and have anything to do with the case. When the victim had reached out to you and called you the next day, a while later at work, you said that you didn't wanna get involved in it. It had nothing to do with you, but here we are now, you signed the paperwork for call and all that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm paying attention to all of this stuff too. So I'm like, "All right." I feel like she's lying. I feel like that uh, the receptionist, she's lying because when the young lady called her, when she said she got hit in her head, because they were, like, swinging. When a young lady called her, I feel like this, right? Just hear me out, you guys, you tell me. If you get in the middle of a fight between somebody, no matter who it is, maybe it's 2 friends or something or whatever, whoever, and you end up with an injury, the person that you believe hit you and caused your head to have a little gash on it ends up reaching out to you and talking to you. I would have don't you think that and in the midst for me, right? In the midst of you calling me to plead your case and want me to be a witness for you, get what's my mic is going in and out. It's probably me, child. It's probably me. Let me turn. So in the midst of you calling me, let me know if you can you still hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Can you guys hear me? In the midst of you being on the phone with me, I would have brought it up. Like, not for nothing, girl. You hit me. You scratched me, right? Okay, you say you yeah. I would have brought it up in the conversation, like you hit me, and I have a scar on my head from you hitting me. Receptionist never even mentioned that to the young lady who called her, who she's saying hit her, right? Hold on, hold on. So that's why I'm like, okay. Then other thing, I just then the other thing is, she said that when she said, "I thought it was me 'cause I got headphones on you go in and out." Okay, is it still going in and out now? No commercial, y'all. Conjunction, conjunction. What's your malfunction? Let me know. I was one of them days. Let me know. Do you still hear me? So, after that, or whatever the case may be, what is this? Okay, that one. That's the one I'm looking for. So after that, now she miraculously remembers everything that happened after she just didn't want any parts of it. So the doctors came out. Now, mind you, all of these people came out at the end of the altercation. The only one that came like towards the end when they were still going back and forth was the okay, that's fine, great. Was the young lady, um, the receptionist, and then the doctor ended up coming later. I'm trying to pull this other picture for you guys so you guys can see the young lady. Right. So that's why I'm like, okay, I really do feel like that receptionist lady girl is making it up on a whim of Cardi because she was saying she don't know who hit her, but she's assuming that the victim who's on the case who's suing Cardi is the one who hit her because she was facing her and the arms and everything were wailing. Even the doctor said everything that the arms and everything were wailing. Nothing, he remembers the incident because that has ever occurred as long as he had been there. So I'm like, okay, now this is why I tell y'all. Oh, so they had the girl grandmother get on the stand and everybody. So her mom got on the stand and said she has never been in a fight. She's never been in an altercation. Let me know if you guys are keeping up. She says she's never been in an altercation throughout her entire life. She is like the oldest of her siblings, and she's never got into an altercation. She's never been this right here. She's never been to an altercation. She's never even been suspended from school. She's not a confrontational person at all. And the young lady ended up going to therapy and do all of this other stuff regards to this incident. So I just find it funny. Oh, that was Alexis. Hey, Alexis. I just find it funny that, we always try to tell people when they're sharing what happened to them that something did not happen to them. We are just known for not believing victims at all, and I really think sad. That's really sad to me. So I was like, I gotta come here and talk about this briefly because I'm interested. Now here we are. Okay. And he did get her a little rattled on the stand. Got Cardi a little, um he got Cardi a little rattled on this. So here's the thing, right? For me, just knowing what we just knowing what Cardi has displayed, uh, publicly, because she's not ashamed of it, right? Cardi hit this girl. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care who gets on the stand, okay? Hey, girl, Cardi hit this girl. And the reason why I feel like Cardi hit this girl and the girl said that Cardi, called her all types of names. Cardi said because at first Cardi was saying she didn't really, then they on the stand, Cardi said, "Yeah, I cursed her out, called her B's, da da da." The girl is saying that Cardi used the N-word, this, that, and the third, called her a fat B, um, all of that, right? Now, Cardi is like she never did any of that stuff. They argued, but she didn't call her out of name. She didn't poke fun at her weight. She didn't call her a black, this, that, and the third. Now, Cardi almost up on the stand and called the girl fat today, right? So you got to hear me out, okay? And I'm like, I don't even know why Cardi playing like this. I know because you got to say you innocent. He asked her was she in the gang. They objection, so she couldn't get that answer. But she does always. She just recently, when the incident occurred with her and Ra Ali, admitted that, like she always does, that she is in a gang. She has affiliations and ties to a gang, allegedly, right? So when when they asked her exactly, she'll say she is exactly right. So she said that she um never touched this young lady. She didn't do that. But the girl said that she ended up with a 2 inch centimeter, 2 centimeter gash where she had to have cosmetic surgery done to her scar twice. At 2 separate occasions, and then I think she ended up getting, like, a keloid or something, and like I said, she went to therapy, she went to do all of these things behind this incident because she was a fan and she just got attacked, and she was not, um, she was not recording Cardi. Now there is no proof that she was recording or she wasn't recording, so it's all speculation, right? She is a security guard. Cardi is saying that she told her, "This is my building. You need to get out my building, this, that, and the third." So then they started talking to her and said, "Well, if she was a police officer and she was telling you to get out of the building, would you have left or would you have not, and did anything that you have to object that or whatever?" Because the girl was saying that Cardi called her fat, called her a black bee, called her the N word, and spit on her. And hit her and she got the gash. Cody is saying, "I was pregnant, I wouldn't have did that," um, but she wasn't really showing. He asked her, about how long. She said, like, 12, 13 weeks. He was like, how many months is that?" She didn't even know how many months it was. So this is why I said the trial, I really got to see that, y'all, it's not really an internet personality with her. Like, getting online and speaking, not proper and not knowing how to correlate sentences or have a conversation. Like, she really does not know how to do that. Like, that's not her playing. So, I didn't like for me, I understand that when we in court and stuff, we go through different things, we get nerves and all things and all of that nature, right? But, you know, people, they did laugh a little bit because she was like, "I didn't want my driver to know I was gonna get my vagina checked out." And, the court laughed at her a little bit and, things like that. But you could see her temperament change, like, the more poking, and that's what he wanted to do. She got riled up. But with what I know, you tell me what you think. Do you guys think she did it? From what I see Cardi do online and from how she is, and from the fact that when Offset got caught cheating with the 220, like, this is the thing. Cardi has a history of being in court for assault. Whether she found guilty or not guilty of something, like, girl, you keep doing something that these people keep doing that. So remember when she had the twins assaulted that were that Offset allegedly slept with or whatever, and she had people go, because one of her friends is she, like, said she's affiliated with Blood, and one of her friends, like, will go to bat for her. The girl that they tried to say in the beginning, they believe when they were trying to allegedly say that they think she went to jail for Cardi for something, blah, 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 the girl Star Brim or whatever. Allegedly, okay. So, outside of that, you said absolutely she did it. So, with what Cardi displays, Cardi hit this girl because she sent people to attack the young ladies at the club, and they couldn't even go to work and stuff like that because she wanted to fight, right? Because Offset was creeping. We watched her attack Nicki Minaj at Harper's Bazaar, and Ra Ali punched her in the head. We watched her go online and go off. we've watched her, even though, Tasha K and her had their little thing, we've we've watched her, um, name call black women. She has. Um, we've watched her talk about people's kids. She's done it with, like, her fans before she blew up, after she blew up, became famous and all of that other stuff. So she does it. Now, I just feel like now that she's in a situation, of course, defamation of character, yeah, we don't play that, but I feel like that now that she's in a situation where she can sue people who she can't keep up with her, financial wise when it comes to that you're suing people for the very same things that you do, and they can't sue you or they don't sue you or anything like that. That's the only thing I don't like. And hear me out, because me and my one of my friends was talking about this. Cardi is always talking about, how she'll F somebody up, she fight, she do all of this, cool, right? But yeah, and she always say, I'm not pussy, I'm not pussy. That was her whole thing just a couple weeks ago with Ra Ali. And it's just like you feel this way, you turn up and you swing on celebrities, and you want me to believe that you didn't swell up and hit this regular degular person because you thought she was recording you during a time when you didn't want anybody to know you were pregnant and she wasn't recording you. And yes, Alexis, you said there should be a video somewhere, but there is no video. There is no video at all. And I remember when this incident, when this stuff started happening with Cardi, um, when she first did the things with the girls. Let me tell you what I said. And I remember what I said, if she does not get this under control, she's gonna constantly have problems, she's constantly being because now all you doing is just giving like a menace to society money to get away. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, we are what we attract. Something is going on to where as though you keep getting caught up in all situations. Like nobody is just taking you to court for no reason. Cardi's 5'3", the girl, she was like, "Well, she's bigger than me, so I didn't she's bigger than me, so I didn't think that, uh, she" she said she was afraid for her life because she was pregnant. She ain't now my thing is this, how you gangbang right there. This is why I'm like, yo, I be wanting to be on some of these juries, and my homeboy be like, "Wow, so you could cause a mistrial." I'm like, "No, because we gotta really look at everything." And because you ought to determine the fact if somebody's gonna go to prison, if somebody's gonna win a lawsuit. You just never know. With this case, you may have some people that may not want to find her guilty just to say they have some clout with the whole Cardi B case. You may have someone that may say, "Hey, no, I don't want to find her guilty because I'm a fan of her." And you have some people that'll say, "Well, no, I'm gonna find her guilty because she's unhinged and this is just going right." So I am just like, I am just like, you want me to believe that you gangbang, you talk about fighting all the time. I've watched you attack an innocent person on Love and Hip Hop because you was flirting with her boyfriend. Y'all remember that? When she was messing with the little producer, trying to get with the little producer guy, the little ink from London, and his girlfriend came on there. His girlfriend didn't like the fact of how they was. She was like, I think she liked you, was trying to make a move on you. And Carter just went up on her, and the girl wasn't trying to fight her. So you will go after people who won't fight you back, and you will also go after people who will fight you. So this is why I'm like, we gotta look at everything here. So you want me to believe that you are um this big gang girl, you're not afraid of anything and anybody, but yet because you were pregnant, you were afraid of the security guard who jumped and was recording you. However, we all know a mother, gonna protect themselves, especially if you're pregnant. You're gonna make sure you get somebody first anyway. You want me to believe that you was what 3 to 4 months pregnant? You weren't really showing. They talked about it, and you ain't trying to fight this girl. You was just in the hallway, calm, cool, calm, and collected. Other witnesses did say that they both was yelling and arguing with a bunch of screaming. Ain't no way. Um, Well, here we are. Michelle says, "Scratch or not, she needs to be taught a lesson. Just because you have money doesn't mean you shouldn't suffer consequences for your negative actions." My opinion. No, absolutely. I totally agree with that because I said that under one of the posts that had her in it a couple days ago. I was like, she has to learn. At some point, you have to learn a lesson. Clearly, you're not doing everything you're supposed to because you're caught up in some foolishness. God is clearly trying to get your attention with some things because you are back in court against yet another assault on a female. Something's gotta be true, two things could be true, something everybody keeps saying that you low key do not like black women or you feel a way toward black women because every time it turns around, you are making some type of disrespectful remark towards black women. You get what I'm saying? I can't say what she is and what she's not, but I'm just listening to everything that's going on and looking at the history of Cardi B and from when she was calling black women monkeys and stuff like that. So, they asked her what her nationality was. She said she's Afro. I think she's Afro Latina or something. Her like about her using the N word. And they Jack, and he never got to finish. She also was, speaking out of turn, and speaking for not even really listening to her attorney telling her not to answer certain things. She's upset. I don't care. I was telling my homeboy, I don't care what they say, what the jury say. Cardi did that. Cardi fought that girl. More than likely, you did spit on her because you were pregnant and you probably couldn't hit her, as much as you wanted to. You spit on her. I believe she did that. I truly I truly do. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because of her demeanor and how she always just was talking about it in spaces like, "I don't care where we at, it's up. When I get mad, it's whatever." So you want me to believe that now that you're in court, all of that went out of the window? I mean, what are you guys thinking? Does it make sense? Like, you get what I'm saying? So I'm just like, "Dang," you know, I don't know how it look because like I said, she did make him chuckle a little bit, but she also she had some contradictions. There was some contradictions. The lady saying that she came and she got in the middle, but she don't remember how she got in the middle. Cardi saying that they were just close. Cardi said that the girl was chest to chest up in her face, like in her face, like you need to get out of my building. And she said she was just I was just like, you need to get out of my face. You need to get out. Girl, you did not let this lady chest bump you and you didn't hit her. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't see it. Maybe it was a person who wasn't confrontational, who didn't want to fight. I'm not saying that this lady is completely innocent, she herself or whatever it may be, but Cardi, there's no way you want me to believe as a jury member that you let that girl put up in your face while you were pregnant like that, and you ain't try to push her, back her up or nothing. You just sitting there letting this girl yell at you. That shit did not happen. I'm sorry. I am sorry. It did not happen. And, so yeah, to me, she's guilty. She's guilty. Get a lady that's it's like Tasha K had to cough you up 4,000,000. Get that girl 24,000,000 or whatever the case. Um, but y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just really crazy to see her now. Um, I don't know. Let me see something else. Oh, and then she was saying that, she asked for her nails to be a certain way because she didn't want them to harm anybody, and things like that. So they were like, "Well, so you do know that your nails harm somebody." They asked her how long did she know how long 2 centimeters and something like that was, and she was like, kinda know." Um, but the girl ended up her scar on her head that she had to get fixed ended up being up to, like, 2 centimeters long, which equal to her nails. So she said that I'm trying to find it. She said that, her nails all over the place in 2018, in February. This happened February 2020 February 2018. She was like, "Yeah, she was all over the place. Her nails were all over the place." Um, so there's pictures everywhere of her nails. But she was like, "But I did not, assault this girl. I did not touch her." And then she was like, "No, I didn't touch her, fuck that. She just wants to finish the money rate." He was like, "Excuse me, what did you say?" And she repeated what she said because she was irritated, like, she just trying to get some money. He's like, "Who?" She like, "Her right there." He was like, "Tell me, what did you say to her?" And she was like, "She way bigger than me, she did this." He was like, "Well, what do you mean by big?" She was like, she's about that's why I said she was gonna call the girl fat. She was like, she looked like, she could be security, and he knew what he was doing. He was trying to get her to go off. So it's just things like that. I just feel like, girl, give that girl that money, keep it moving, take it on the chin, lesson learned. You're about to have another baby. You always say you're not, but she was pregnant to me. You have an album that's coming out, and you're in court. It's just like y'all just have too many things going on. And I'm trying to find y'all a picture. This was 2018. Trying to see where was she at in February 2019. This was before she revealed she was pregnant. She was like still hiding it. I was just trying to find the name. So that's that. You guys let me know what you think. Is she guilty? Is she not guilty? And whatever. And before we get into something else really quick, and we can just bounce back, and you let me know what your thoughts are on it. Um, it was the award. Thank you. Okay, it was the award. Which award? Which award was it? Was it the VMAs? Let me pull up this picture and see so we can, cause I'm just trying. I'm like, cause I ain't gonna lie, I was listening to them. I'm like, now I need to see what her nails look like. Cause she said it was pictures. She said it was pictures of me everywhere. It was pictures of my nails everywhere. Okay, you said you think so. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Okay. All right, so let's save this one. Oh, but she had already had culture. She was pregnant with culture. Let me see. When did she? I'm about to find out. Wait a minute, we gonna connect the dots real quick because I'm gonna pull it up for you. What's that little girl name? About to tell y'all. See. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Andre. All right, I'm trying to see when did she? Because it came out in 2018. When did she reveal that she was pregnant with culture? It was when her album was released, right? Wasn't it when her album was released? Because we gonna get these nails. Okay, so Cardi revealed September 7th. No, I'm lying. That's when she revealed she was pregnant with a third child. Hold on. Come on. I know y'all don't know anything. Because we got to work on facts. When did her album come out? When did Okay, so April 6th was Saturday Night Live. It was one of them. Okay, so April 6th, 2018 is when her album came out. That's when she um revealed that she was pregnant with Culture. So this incident happened in February. Okay. Okay, so April 7th is when she went on Saturday Night Live. When was this? I'm about to find it. This is when she revealed. I think we located the nails. I think we located the nails. Hold on. I think look, and you see how we do? See, we work together as a team. Thank you, Andre. Make sure you guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you hit that like button. All right, so this is no, I think this is the BET Awards. I'm finally free. The BET Awards usually happen in February, correct? Correct. All right, so I'm about to show y'all. I think we found the nails. Okay. And if not, when in doubt, go find them. Um, so these are supposed the Grammys. The Grammys. Hold on, let's see. So in February is the Grammy. Well, we just gonna see what this is. Okay. Okie dokie. So this is some nails. This is the BET Awards, right? So let me type in Cardi B Grammys 2018. But I don't oh, maybe okay. Alright, so I think we about to find the nails. Let's see. Let me see. This is a picture of the nails. Oh, yikes. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Andre, because I'm just wanna get a good picture because I think we ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we found one. Let's see. We're gonna see what this means. So, and then we gotta get into the other little stuff. Alright. Alright, y'all. Because I know she just was like, it was everywhere. She was like, "My nails were everywhere." Alright, so this is it. This is supposedly maybe, February. So these are how her nails are. They were definitely like 2 inches, centimeters. She said that the, rhinestones weren't really on there to where they could have injured somebody. So apparently, maybe, these are her nails that they like, she said that the pictures if this is 2018, oh my gosh, and then you can just see how much she changed her face, and I just wish she woulda kept this face. Don't y'all? Like, she shoulda kept this face. Man, but what I say, shout outs to y'all that change your face. Golly, I would be afraid, okay? Like, for real. So, these are supposed to be the nails that caused the gash on the young lady head. I believe she's guilty. Uh, nobody nobody keeps their face. I'm keeping my face. I don't know, like, one of my friends went and got Botox. I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know how you went and got Botox because ain't no way. You got to be a bold somebody to play around with your face." Because look, she don't even look, she looks so much better than me right here. Look, she ain't got a little thing pushed back. It's like, she just her like, yeah. And in no way am I saying she's a bad looking girl. I'm just saying, like, yo, you really get to see I didn't really see how much she changed over the years until going back to see where she started, like, when she first started. I'm trying she had her nose done too. So, it's just one of those things where it's unfortunate, but I believe that, she hit that girl, she left that scar on that girl. Could the girl be reaching by saying, "Oh, she had PTSD or whatever?" She could be, but maybe not. We'll never know because everybody responds to trauma differently. You get what I'm saying? Everybody responds to trauma differently. So, I'm interested to see how that's gonna go. Next up, academic. So Academic did the disposition for the Megan Thee Stallion case because he is supposed to be they trying to say that he was working together. But he did his thing up there on that. Like, he asked all the questions. Like, Megan's lawyer was pissed. Roc Nation's lawyer was pissed by the time he got done. So I'm just interested to see how that's gonna turn out. I don't really have much to say about that. I think Megan didn't, I don't believe Tory, you know, pum that girl. I really don't believe he did. But I'm interested to see how that is going to play out. I truly am. I truly am. But I think she's guilty. So do y'all think she's guilty? What would if you were on the trial, what would you grant it? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Guilty or not guilty? This was so good. I gotta go make some more. Let me know in the comments. Is she guilty or not guilty? And make sure you give me a heart. Andre says she's guilty. She's guilty. Who else thinks she's guilty? I'll do it too. Look at me. I'm with you, Andre. She's guilty. Who else thinks she's guilty? Let me know. Put it in the comment. But yep, so that's that. So I had been like in a chokehold. That's been my source of entertainment of seeing what was going on with that. So here we are. I'm moving on. So today, before I get out of here, I hope you guys stay encouraged and stay motivated. And I woke up this morning, you know, like I do any other movement, right? And I was like, "Oh my goodness." I don't think that we're ever fully present in the day. You know what I mean? And you guys can still vote too. Let me know. Do you think she's guilty or not? Guilty or not? Guilty or not guilty? And, a lot of times we just go throughout the day, we, talk to our friends, handle our business, uh, you know, show up for everybody else, don't show up for ourselves, pay bills, be parents, take care of everything like that. We never fully sit and are fully present in the day to where so you just sit and observe. You look at the trees, kitties, you're just present in the moment of what's going on, whereas though you're not thinking about what you have to do next, what you have to do tomorrow, what's gonna happen. So this also goes with my other little thing that I'm working on. And so today's message was there was this breeze that came across while I was outside. And I was like, "Oh my god, it's nice." And then I ended up getting like a whole download of information. And it was that, a lot of times when we're going through things, we can often feel like or we believe that, God isn't present, He's not with us, or He's not answering our prayers quick enough, or the pain will never stop, the sales will never increase, the bills will never get paid, the food will never be on the table. All the things that we worry about, we think about, um, that we don't have control over, that we try to control. And was sitting there and I was walking Draco and the wind was blowing, and I was like, God is everywhere. God is just the breeze. When you don't think He's there, He's always there. Because even, the wind blows through the trees, through the grass, over the ocean, things like that, even when you breathing in and out of your lungs, like, I was like, "Oh, He's there." And it reminded me of you ever been outside and it's been extremely hot and you may be at a function, you may be at a function or something like that, and it's hot and you're like, "Oh my god, it's just so hot. I need to get some air. We need a fan." You may get upset, you may wanna leave, you may start cursing people out around you just because you're hot, but you are panicking, doing anything to look for a breeze just so you can get that moment of release. Have anybody ever felt like that? You guys know what I'm talking about? And so it was like, God says, if you sit still long enough and be still, you will be able to feel the presence, you will be able to get a sense of peace. A a solution will come to you in the middle of chaos if you can turn the chaos off for a moment. If you could turn the worrying off, if you could cut off your mind, if you could just fully be present in today. Be present in today. And what else, Benita? Do you think she's guilty? Because you usually vote. I ain't see you vote. If you can fully show up and be present and aware and live in the moment and just enjoy the presence of life and being. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like I'll be really, really heightened in the mornings for real. And I was just like, I am everywhere. I am everywhere at all times. I have never left you. I will never leave you. I will never leave anybody. In fact, y'all know I like my little Bible app, right? So let me tell y'all, this is how things work. And because I was saying, I was like, what is your message for today? Like, what is your message for the day? So, what was it? Excuse me, I'm burping. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guilty. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you right now. Hold up. I'm about to tell you. Because I was like, God don't be playing because He shows up right on time. And I want to show you. I want to tell y'all something. So it's like encouragement. So the encouragement for today was like you can be confident that God not only goes before you, but He also walks beside you. No matter what you face, you have nothing to fear. He's with you, right? And then it said challenges. Um, and it says share this verse of the day because it just may be words of encouragement that's come up for me. So is he going to show up for you guys here? Let me see if he's going to show up. Not this. Oh, here we go. Matthew 6:34 says, "Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." And then it says, what is troubling you right now as you bring your request and your prayer and your thoughts to God, ask Him to show you the reason behind your worry and give Him permission to speak truth into your life, right? So right after I had read all that, did all my meditating and stuff this morning, I went outside and then boom, the breeze hit me and it was cool and it was really nice and it was like, "Oh, this feels really good." And so I said, "You know what? That is so true." There are so many things that I know I have worried about where it was like, why do we worry about what's gonna happen tomorrow, today, and the next day, and the next day when you have to already get through today? You get what I'm saying? You know? So, it's like we naturally worry about things before they happen when today already got stuff going on that you need to worry about. Maybe you may need some gas today, what you're gonna eat today, how many clients you're gonna have today, are you gonna be sad today, are you gonna be excited today? All of those things. I was like, "Oh my god, that was super, super exciting," and I had really appreciated it, and I loved that because of the simple fact is like we have to start being more present in the moment and living for the day. Live in the moment, enjoy the moment, and enjoy the moment. So, when that breeze came across and that got put into my heart, I was like, "Oh, wow, that is so true." It made me think about every time where I panicked, where I felt like I wasn't gonna get any relief. I felt like there was no way out, or I wasn't gonna be able to come up with a solution or find a solution, the problem was just gonna get worse, it wasn't gonna get better. It made me reflect on all of those times where, he showed up and things did happen and prayers did get answered. You get what I'm saying? And so, I just feel like we have to start taking accountability for the things that we do, the things that we allow, and the things that we benefit, but also take accountability that we don't always appreciate what we have. Sometimes we can be so busy looking for more that we forget about what we have. And I know that it makes sounds cliche when people say, "Oh, well, there's always somebody out there doing worse than you." But no, really, there is always somebody out there doing worse than you. You know, and I had to really, know, continue to practice the attitude of gratitude for the fact that I have a home where I'm safe from all kinds of weather, things like that. And I just think, like, these are the things that we don't think about when we are, worrying about everything else or relationships and just stuff. It's just like, if you leave today or tomorrow, all of this stuff is still gonna be here. So do what you can. Don't worry about what you can't. Don't bring trouble into tomorrow. Whatever you worried about today, whatever you were concerned about today, don't take that. Do your best to not take that into tomorrow because you don't know what tomorrow may bring. You may go outside and get a speeding ticket. You may go outside and hit the lottery. You may go outside and end up having more issues, go to a boot on your car, anything. So it's like, we don't even know what tomorrow's gonna bring, and we're already sitting, we're worried about tomorrow. So I did an exercise today. I said, because I'm looking forward to something. I'm, I'm like, "Oh, I'm not gonna worry about this. I'm not gonna worry about it." I'm looking forward to something. And I said today, I said, I'm not going to even think about that until it comes. I just want to know what it would feel like not to think about the things that I need to do. Have you guys ever done that? Has any of y'all ever did that? Where you just had a day where you said you're not gonna think about what you need to do the next day, whether it's pack the lunch, mow the grass, wash the dishes, clean the house, anything like that. Have any of you guys ever had a moment like that where you were worrying about what you gotta do the next day? "Oh, I can't because I gotta wash clothes, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta blah, blah, blah." Have any of you guys ever done that? He said, "Yes." Yes, okay, I knew I wasn't alone, Audrey, I knew I wasn't alone. Um, said, "Hello, hello. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining us from the Philippines." Yeah, all the time. Yeah, so it's like, dang, we often worry about things before they get today, everything has to have intentions, and I definitely do believe that when you practice new habits and you start new things, you change different patterns within yourself and things like that in your life and in your mind, like you shift things. We may not think that it happens, we may not think that anything is going on, but when you make little changes, there are still changes and something is going on, especially when those neurons falling off in your brain and stuff like that. And today, you guys, I did not think about anything that I wanted to do tomorrow. I didn't even think about anything that was coming up, I need to do. I stayed fully present in today. I was fully present in today, and it felt different. I think you guys should try it. Let me know if you guys do try it. It was so different. It was different, and I am recognizing, my own growth, my own spirit being stretched, my faith being stretched because today was the first time in all my life. There's a difference between, "I ain't worrying about that, I ain't thinking about that right now. Let me go take a shot, let me go lay up under this dude, let me go do this, let me go outside." No, I'm not talking about a temporary distraction. I'm talking to where as though when something happens, you're still thinking about it and the night comes and it's still in your mind. I'm talking about today, I simply only was concerned about today. I didn't even think about the next day. And then when I found and then because, if anything, it's just like a muscle. The more and more you practice, you get better at it. This is my first time doing it. Things did come into my mind. They tried to sneak up into my mind, but I was like, "Why are you thinking about that? It's not here." I give myself different things that I wanna add to myself, every day, because you should try to learn something and grow every day. And I said, going forward, I am going to do my best to only worry about today, about today, about today, because I liked how I felt. I had a sense of peace all day. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't lying. I had a sense of peace all day. Um, I was entertained by the Cardi B trials, but and that was fun because I was fully present in that and alert. I didn't get distracted by any alerts going on my phone, any notifications. Um, I didn't even think about what I'm gonna eat tomorrow for lunch, dinner, or what I wanna do. I didn't think about, "Hey, I wanna wash my clothes." I like to wash clothes so I won't have anything to do the next day and all that. I didn't even think about that. I fully made myself present today. And I also prayed to stay present too, because you gotta set the intentions of your day. You have to set the intentions of your day. And I was present in conversation with people today. Usually, I would just tune stuff out. I was present in conversation, listening. I even just saw myself and I was like, sometimes I was like, I'll look up at the sky sometimes and be like, or the trees and be like, "Mm, who made this?" Because everybody got their own analogies of what's going on. And I was like, "God is so good." Like, He made the trees. I'm like, the ground. I'm like, my clothes. So you begin, that's also a way to, practice gratitude and receive more and get more. It's just being appreciative and present. And we don't always stay present in the moment. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. And I hope that that encourages you guys to try to stay present. So tomorrow, I'm gonna do it. Tomorrow, if you would like, you should try it too. And see if it's different, to see what happens to you differently. What goes on different. Wake up tomorrow, say a prayer or say, "God, help me to be present all day today with today." It's today. So I'm reading my messages. Today. I'm gonna be present today. I'm gonna show up today. Today's gonna be a great day. That's it. That's all. That's today. And y'all, today was great. Nobody got on my nerves today. I didn't get irritated. My mood wasn't flustered. And I can honestly say, and I didn't do much, but y'all, I thoroughly enjoyed today. I enjoyed the things that occurred today, and nothing major occurred, but it was just good being present with today. I'm usually like, "Oh, what am I talking about? Da, 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 da." But that came to me this morning and it was like, "Look, go and just talk about and tell people to stay present." But it was me who wanted to do the whole Cardi B thing. But that was just so interesting. That had me in a chokehold. I mean, I was watching the trial, child, while I was putting on my lashes and getting it together. You guys, be intentional, no matter what's going on right now in your life. If you're tired, if you're sleepy, or if you're just drained, mentally exhausted, getting discouraged, if you don't know if change is going to come, you know, just stay focused on today. If there are bills and things that are due today, only worry about the bills that are due today. Don't be like, "Oh, well, I gotta pay this today, this tomorrow, da, da, da," because even in the word says, "Today has enough trouble of its own." So why worry about it? And I even found myself being calm too when I was, like, paying some bills and things like that. I was like, "No," 'cause I would like to get ahead and pay certain things also just be done. And I'm super excited because remember I was telling y'all my little financial plan that I was working on that when I got laid off, I had, like, this much debt. I'm down this much. I was so excited. Um, I think when I lost my job, I had, like, 20 things. I had, like, 20 items. My list was like this. I was like, "Oh my god." But I had started my financial plan, getting it together and, just working towards that, and I do remember I did not panic when I got let go. I did not say, "How am I gonna do this? What's gonna happen?" I just was like, "Okay." It's gonna work itself out. And y'all, I went from having, what was it, 19 or 20 things. Y'all, I'm down to, what is it? 1, 5. Woo! Don't ask me how, don't ask me when, but it was for real, for real. So I am super excited about that. But even though that change happened, I wanted to not get discouraged and I wanted to stay determined to get things done. Now that I have a lot of them out of the way, I have some other ones that I really wanna work on now. Once the little thing, I'll be able to take now all of that instead of having to, send money here, there. Now, I'll be able to say and take and go, boom, here, and give, like, a larger portion and things, something. And then I learned something else today too, but Imma try it first, and then Imma come and tell y'all to see if it works. So, um, I'm gonna try that. When do they stay open? But I was like, "Oh my goodness." So, just with me just being present today and only focusing on today, I was like, "Okay." And then when tomorrow comes, if there's something that needs to be done, take care of it then. It's like we put extra stress and strain on our bodies for no reason. Yo, we have to start being intentional. We have to start being accountable. We have to start making more, become disciplined. Like, I know for me, nobody taught me how to save. I had to start learning how to save and things like that. And sometimes I still might fall down and hit my head. But I know for me, if I see it, it's gonna get spent, or Imma do it, Imma do it. Like, I know it. So I know for me, I can't see it. I have to not be able to see it. So when I'm saving, I can't see it. It has to be set somewhere or something like that because out of sight, out of mind. It's a mental thing. I don't know how it is with you guys because I'm just like, "Okay, well, this is what I wanna do and all that." So I've just been throughout this entire year, um, God has just been making me be intentional with everything. And when I tell you that I have been being intentional with everything, there has been so much progress. There's no way that I had just lost my job with not a severance pay. We didn't get a severance package or anything like that. Nothing huge and no 401k and all of that. Because 'cause y'all know I don't be trying to invest in these jobs because I really work for myself, and the way these jobs be set up, it just be a mess, and I be needing my coins right now. Eggs is $96 a egg and milk is $3,000 a gallon. So I need all my coins, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I have been totally intentional in getting discouraged no matter what happens. And I have also, um, been excited because I'm gonna be tithe. I have been able to tithe in church as well, something I had never done. I'd done a general offering, "Here you go, take this $2, take this $3, take this $5," but I've never actually, like, tithe, and I didn't think that, um I was going to be able to do that because income has, like, changed drastically, but it's like, it's not about the amount. You tithe with what you have because it's about your heart posture, and God knows your heart posture. And so, if I got $40 and it just so happened that when I go to church that day, I got to tithe 10% of the $40. I don't question it, I don't do that. If anything, I say, "Girl, you just spent it on something else." You know? So, I'm excited that it is. So those are the goals and those are the different things that I set and I've been achieving for myself to be better, to do better. Because like I said, my lifeline is gone. And it's just like these are the things that was trying to get me to do while and I'm just like, "Damn," and now I'm finally catching on between her and my friend Mr. Walter. And I'm like, "Damn, I wish." But at the same time, y'all, um, you just gotta see where your money is going and what are you spending it on and things like you know? And I saw this thing that said You have to think like a millionaire, and millionaires never say, "I don't have it," never say, "I can't afford it," or, "I'm broke." Millionaires always say, "Okay, what do I need to do to get it? What needs to be done? How can I achieve this?" So, I was like, "Oh," I was reading and reading it of how and it was like, "Hmm," it's offering you a new perspective on how to think, how to see things, and it's also like breathing life into yourself as well. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So, I no longer say when I can afford or I can't afford. I think one of my nephews texted me earlier and said something no, a couple days ago. I was like, "Oh, you such and such." They was like, "Oh, it's not in my budget. I can't afford." I said, don't say that. You can. You just have to figure it out." So they say millionaires are solution oriented. They don't look at anything as everything as a challenge of something that can be completed, a way of getting it, a way of doing it. And I was like, "Ooh." When I was reading all this stuff, and I'm reading all these different things, like, "Okay." 'Cause listen, ain't nobody gonna come to you and be like, "We gotta do better." Nobody's responsible for us. We just have to do better and try every day. So just try. Just try. My one friend my one friend, she used to tell me, "Girl, you don't need to get another Affirm, another Afterpay, another this, that, and the third, girl. You better not." I ain't listen to her, but then one day it clicked and I listened. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where it's like, "Okay, let's see what we did." So, progression, progress is good. Stay encouraged, stay motivated, set some goals, be present in the day, be present tomorrow, and try it, and I hope that when we meet again next week, you're able to tell me if you stayed present today, fully present and operated in the day and what day it was, 'cause I didn't even think about that. Like, I haven't even thought about what I have to do tomorrow or anything like you guys. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make it. Please, if you, follow me on all platforms, I would appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button on this video, make sure you subscribe. Yo, I wanna get to 1,000 subscribers. Listen, reach one, teach one. Can you guys share it and share the link with at least maybe 5 of your friends and ask them to subscribe to the YouTube channel, child? They don't even got to watch it. Can we get there, please, for me? Also, if you see anything on my Facebook page, any posts, things like that, could you reshare that as well or put a little heart on there or something? The engagement matters here, just so we can, be here and keep okay? I would truly appreciate that, and interact, and we're here, and we're gonna get it together. Thank you, Benita Applebum, and, I enjoyed the show tonight. I got to gossip with y'all, I got to tell y'all what was on my mind. And, if you guys have any I haven't done it in a while. If you guys have any topics that you want me to discuss, sure, let me know, bring it to me. Also, I am trying to decide if I've been thinking about bringing guests back on the show. I have a few guests in mind and, like, doing the call-in as well. I don't have nobody that be having, like, little technical difficulties coming up with nerves. I'm getting better. I have different things that I need to be doing that I'm working on, but I'm working on it, okay? But I'm thinking about that. You guys let me know what you guys think 'cause, I wanna start bringing guests on again. Um, and I know it's gonna happen. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what I wanna do. But I am because there are some conversations that I would like to have with people, um, and all of that. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be bringing some guests on. Um, we are officially what's this? August? Almost a month into year 8. So that's excited. That's exciting. And things like that, yes, and you can also place your orders as well. I don't have any specials this weekend, sorry, everything is what they are. I'm not running any specials this weekend, maybe next week, but yeah. But it was nice talking to you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you everybody who joined in on TikTok. Thank you everybody who joined in on YouTube. Thank you everybody who joined in on Facebook. Yes, please, I miss these conversations. Yeah, me too. I'm just gonna see what's going on because God be pulling me in so many different directions, y'all. We're definitely gonna get back into those. I just have to make sure that I have guests that are serious. 'Cause y'all know how I feel. I don't like nobody that can't make it. You can't make it, you can't shake it, I'll never ask you again. Yeah, we're gonna get back into those things. But thank you guys for joining me tonight. Um, I'm going to put the answers in the broadcast channel on Instagram, and join the Instagram broadcast channel, you guys. That's gonna be putting updates like that. And thank you again for all my Patreon members. I appreciate you guys. Share the show, share the post. Thank you for being here with me. I have more reviews coming soon as well. I appreciate all of you.